Welcome back to BeInCrypto. In today's episode, we have a ton of important news to discuss with you guys. As you know, the Swell Conference within XRP, which happens annually, is actually coming tomorrow, as well as the 8th, which is in literally one day. What does it have to do with XRP? Well, in regards to XRP's 4-hour charts, we're noticing a massive 4-hour ascending triangle here at BeInCrypto. Notice what this does and what this means in regards to potential. Notice how this exact endpoint on this 4-hour chart happens to be the 7th and the 8th for XRP, which is coincidentally the same time Swell Conference is happening. This is huge news, guys, and we're going to go into specifics in regards to other chartings here in the episode within a couple of minutes. So definitely make sure you watch the video to the end. We also have a couple interesting articles posted here on BeInCrypto. One posted a couple months ago was in regards to Ripple and MoneyGramming. MoneyGram looking to give cross-border payments a boost, which is this article was posted 4 months ago, and as we know, since then, MoneyGram actually did partner with Ripple XRP and is pushing payments like that, which is huge news. Another thing and another article we posted here on BeInCrypto is the XRP daily transaction spike to 1.6 million, and it is set to break all-time highs. So just a quick little read, you can see the daily transactions on XRP have spiked, and it seems likely that the cryptos will break its record of 1.7 million daily transactions very soon. Now, both of these articles are posted here on BeInCrypto, so definitely make sure to check out our website if you want to get more information on that. The other thing is I want to discuss with you really in depth in today's video is the possibilities of seeing a major breakout within XRP. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and let's jump into today's episode. So guys, I'm here on the monthly chart. This is XRP to US dollar on Bitstamp, and I'm starting off on the monthly because I do think there's some important things to discuss, and then we'll zoom into the daily and the 4-hour in a couple of minutes. Notice what's interesting and what's happening on XRP right now on its monthly chart. We can easily tell that there is definitely a strong resistance right here that has started ever since the coin was around and pretty much became very well known and prominent within 2017. So a couple things I want to discuss with you in regards to this major resistance. Notice back in 2017 when we hit this as a resistance, we were not able to break this for months, and when we finally did decide to break this massive resistance, we exploded in price, and I mean absolutely exploded in price. So will this happen again? We'll discuss it more in the episode, but more specifically, I want to point out a couple of things. Notice what formed prior to the major rally within 2017's XRP bull run. Now notice if we flash forward to what's happening in the past couple of weeks, this happened in September, you'll notice that we saw a Morningstar doji. You can see right here clearly similar to the one that happened back in 2017, which is once again extremely bullish. Now notice the candle after that was much shorter, and eventually we saw a month after that another break in the XRP price. Now if we compare that once again to what we're seeing right now, we had that same candlewick form, very similar, once again retesting the resistance right here, and now we're starting the third candle very similar to what we're seeing right here within XRP, which could indicate a massive rally. Now another thing I want to point out with you guys is the massive downtrend or descending triangle forming on XRP's monthly. Notice how this eventually does lead to a point of breakout. Very similar, we could draw trend lines like this, something along the lines of this. We could even lower this down to here. Notice that this once again correlates very close with with November 7th, which is right when the Swell Conference is happening. So you can see on the monthly there is a massive descending triangle which ends right now. It ends literally right now. Within the next day or two, we should see major volumes swarming into XRP's price. So with that being said, I want to now show you some more bullish news. If we just move on over to the daily, you'll notice a couple of things. We're starting to see some bullish movements on XRP's MACD. You can see if I just zoom in right now, you'll see very closely we saw a couple weeks ago, we saw the bearish crossover on the MACD. This blue band crossed over the orange, and now we're immediately seeing a reversal on that, and we're starting to see once again the blue band cross over the orange, which is a bullish signal. Now with that being said, you'll notice another bullish signal right here is this once again major ascending triangle. We're seeing a bullish crossover on the 35 and 100-day moving average, which you can see right here. The red band and the green, you can see the green is slowly starting to cross over the red in this little mix-up right here, this little mash, a lot of congestion, but you'll notice very clearly that there is a major ascending triangle on here, and we're seeing a lot of resistance and support being tested right here with a ton of volume. Immediately we will see shortly after which direction it decides to go. There's a lot of bullish factors showing us that there could be a massive rally to the upside. You can see we look very ready for this on the RSI, trading at around 53, and if things do go according to plan, we could see a massive break. All we really need to see is a confirmation, a break above this resistance at 30 cents to really show us that we could be shooting up in price. Also, you'll notice as I zoom in how close these high-low moving averages are towards seeing a bullish crossover. So there's a ton of bullish information being spread, and it's extremely hyped in regards to XRP. There's a ton of news and a ton of volume coming or will be coming into XRP's price very soon. Now, another thing I want to discuss with you guys is on the 4-hour. This is where we can really diagnose and do some deep diagnostics in regards to where we could be potentially seeing XRP break. Now, notice when we do zoom out or zoom closer in a more microeconomic standpoint on XRP's 4-hour charts, you'll notice here on Bitstamp, the way these charts are correlating is quite interesting. You'll notice how snug everything is. You'll notice how strong the support is and how strong this resistance is at 30 cents. And you'll notice how close we are to retesting the end of this rally right here, the end of this ascending triangle. This in itself is huge news. Now, you also have to consider that the high-low MMA on the 4-hour is acting as a major support, not only with the uptrend, but acting as a support on its own. Gives us 3 confirmations that we could be seeing a lot of support being able to break through this resistance right here. If we do decide to break through here, there is possibility for a major volume burst. Very quickly, I mean, this is just coincidentally very similar to the previous bull run that we had right here. This is showing us major signs of all the way up to, 30 or 3 cents right here. It is very possible we could see the same uptrend happen, if not a little bit higher on here. Notice that we finally calmed down in price. We could easily see another rally shooting us up higher. Now, this is, an extremely optimistic view of here, but, if we do see similar patterns to the previous bull run, we could be seeing similar patterns happening right now. Obviously, a more conservative approach would probably be closer to 40 or 50 cents if we decide to break bullish, but the fact is it is still possible, basing this news on what has happened previously in the past, that is, if these things do align very similar, we could see that major rally happen. Lastly, I want to give a huge shout out to Stormgain for helping us here at BeInCrypto. Definitely check them out. It is the first link in the description. You can see that you don't just let your crypto sit. You can actually earn 10% yearly interest if you use them to, hold on to your crypto payments. There's a ton of information here, and there's a ton more in the description down below. So click on their link, check them out. If you're interested, sign up with them. They're a huge help here at the channel. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.